Welcome to the Grounded Path, tools down, soul on, the podcast where we step away from the noise, the pressure, and the hustle and reconnect with what truly matters: your soul, your purpose, your peace. I'm Emma Muir, your alignment guide, here to share honest conversations, stories, and practical tools for men in construction and other high pressure industries who want to lead with heart, find balance, and live fully aligned. Each week we'll explore how to put your tools down, quiet the mind, and turn your attention inward so you can show up grounded, clear, and ready to walk your path with strength and soul. So take a deep breath, get comfy, and let's get grounded. Hey, Emma here, and welcome to this episode of The Grounded Path. I want to speak to privacy, integrity, and the performance of truth. And it's really what today I want to talk to you about is something that's been sitting in me, on my chest for a long time. And it is about integrity, privacy, and this strange obsession we have in the coaching world with proof. And I need to be clear. I don't share my clients' stories. I don't share your story. I don't plaster screenshots, breakthroughs, or private messages all over my socials. Not because there isn't proof, and not because the work isn't incredibly powerful, but because the stories, they don't belong to me. They're not my marketing. They're not my validation. And they're not for me to use to convince anyone of anything. I know that this goes completely in the opposite direction of every marketing person that ever talks to me in any course I've ever done. And I know it goes against the grain. I know I'm swimming upstream when I say this. Because everywhere I look, people are being told, like I said, share the proof, share the screenshots, share the client breakthroughs. It's become this social norm, like it's expected. And so people look for it. And yeah, sometimes it's done with permission. Sometimes it's framed as celebrating the client. But here's the thing, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because everyone else is doing it and everyone else says it's the right thing to do doesn't actually mean it's the right thing to do. You feel me? So let me share why this sits so deeply for me. A while back, I did share something from a client with their full permission. It was an incredible transformation. And I wanted to highlight the power of the work we'd done together. It was written in a way that no one outside would really know who it was about. At least that's what I thought. Later in a conversation with that same client, something came up that stopped me cold. They told me they worked with another coach before me. That coach had also shared some of their story, and although it was anonymous, the details were specific enough that people in their family recognised it, and it caused real harm. It impacted relationships. It created ripples of pain that went far beyond the coaching space. And in that moment, I felt it land. It doesn't matter if names are hidden. It doesn't matter if there's permission. Behind every story is a fucking human being. And that human being is a web of other humans who can be impacted in ways you might never see and I might never see. And what I had shared didn't ripple, didn't come back. But it still hit me so hard because I realized I never want to be the person who forgets there's a real life on the other side of that story. I never want to get caught up in proof that I trade someone's privacy for my validation, because that's for me, and I'm not saying for anyone else. I could give a shit what other people do. Go for it. But I'm letting you know from me and the work that I do and where I come from and where it sits with me. So here's where I stand. When you come into a momentum session with me, that space is sacred. It's you and me. It's no audience, no stage. There's no hidden agenda. Just us doing the work. And when you leave, what you share, if you share, is entirely yours. I've had plenty of clients write their own posts about our work. That's theirs. That's their voice. But it's not mine to take. And I think this is the deeper problem. We've forgotten what privacy really means. We've been trained to think that posting all the snapshots, the pictures of our lives, reels with highlight moments, it is the same thing as being real, but it isn't. It's performance. And men especially, they've been taught to perform in this way, glossing over the truth in conversation, polishing their stories to look like they're okay, projecting a highlight reel instead of speaking what's real. Now, if you go to my Insta or Facebook and have a look at what I share, some of it is deeply personal and vulnerable, but it's real. That's why I built the momentum sessions, because behind the performance, behind the highlight reel, are men that are carrying things that they don't know how to say out loud. And until he learns, you learn how to speak the truth of what you feel, what he feels, what he needs, what you need, what he wants, what you want to build, nothing moves. Nothing shifts. Momentum is about stripping all that away. No masks, no performance, no screenshots. Just clarity, truth, and the real work of building a life that actually feels like yours. So you will listen to other podcasts where I've shared client stories and they're very broad. I also want to let you know that a lot of those aren't really recent. Some of those are years after I've worked with clients and they've shared things with me. So my ripple effect, and where it can reach, the reach of those, I know is incredibly limited. But this is a recent thing for me, and I hand over heart. I am human and I am learning and I am stepping more and more into me every single day. And the more I do it, the more things arise for me, the more truth arises. And so I'm willing to say I've been wrong in the past by doing it for me, not anyone else. So back to you. If you're tired of living like a snapshot, if you're really tired and burn out of performing proof for the outside world that you're okay, and it's time. It's time to strip it back. It's time to step into a space where your truth isn't marketed. The truth is honoured. That's the momentum sessions. And if it's the space you've been needing, you'll know. The links are below. I look forward to guiding you home. That's it for today for the Grounded Path. Enjoy. Take care. And remember, stay grounded in yourself, in your truth. It really is that simple. Thanks for joining me on the Grounded Path. I truly hope that I've served you and you are able to put your tools down and really tune into your soul. If this episode brought you something valuable, please subscribe, leave a review, or share it with someone you know who might need this. For more resources, coaching, and to connect with me, you can visit my website, www.emmamuir.com, or hit the links in the episode description. Remember, peace starts within. Until next time, keep your tools down and your soul on, stay grounded, and enjoy the peace that you're cultivating here. Take care.